so awesome to see you today from the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina, the heart of the state. My name is Steve. I'm an educator at the North Carolina Zoo. Way over there is Megan. Wave, Megan. Hi. See, it is waving. You have to trust me on this one. She's waving. She said hi. Oh, there's a hand. Zoo EDventures is here with you today. What we're going to talk about today, kind of how to do the zoo. It was really popular a couple years ago. We thought, we're going to bring it back, kind of give you all some hints and tips on how to do the zoo. Maybe you want to share it on your page. Maybe you want to link to somebody now. Say, we want to go to the zoo, and this might help a little bit. We hope it does. Why are we right here, though? We're not in an entrance. Look at this. Our horticulture team is amazing. It is the 50th anniversary of the North Carolina Zoo. We've been around 50 years this year. How cool is that? And there's some neat things that are going on. We have a new zoo tracker we're going to show you. We have a new activity you can do while you're here. All that's going to come in this episode. So hang tight. I'm going to show you some ways to do the zoo. I'm going to show you some really cool animals, so you got to stick around and watch for that as well. And yeah, just enjoying the day here at the North Carolina Zoo. Before I let you go, I do want to ask you to do one thing. Megan, the details of our hort team is amazing. Can you show them the th? It isn't just the 50, it's the 50th anniversary of the North Carolina Zoo. Can't wait to see you at the zoo.
Well, while Steve is posing with the 50th anniversary sign, I do have a really cool tip for you guys. One of our park rangers actually mentioned taking a picture of your group or your children when you guys come into the park. So if you stop to pose at here like Steve, or if you pose at the bronze elephants at the North American entrance, you can get a great picture and also be safe that way. In case for some reason your parties do get separated, you can have an image to know exactly what they look like, and so you can share that with the rangers and we can better assist you finding your party. And Steve looks wonderful. Thank you, Scott, for taking Steve's picture. Now we won't lose him.
You were taping that?
Yes.
I thought that was just...
No, you got some great pictures.
I'm sure you did.
Yep.
Thanks. Megan, I can still hear the cicadas. Yep. There's a lot. There are. Digital friends, what you can do at the zoo, something kind of different. You got to take a trail hike at the zoo. Kind of shows you a map. This is all stuff you can do without paying to go into the zoo, as a matter of fact. There are lots of different trails at the zoo. We are down here. We're down here right now on this little small trail here. Very accessible for guests. And then it breaks into these trails, the Purgatory, Middle Mountain, Mountain Laurel, and Moonshine Run trails. All of these available to you the next time you visit the zoo. Unless you just want to come for a hike. Also available for you. June 1st. National Trails Day. Think about it. Okay, you've made it. You're at the zoo. Now what? Now what? Well, pick your line. General admissions, green flag. That means you're buying tickets today. Come in general admission. Hello. Go through. Get your tickets. Something you can do once you get in. Digital friends, look at this. Look at this. Paper maps are not always available, but you can snap this to get a map. You can go online before your visit and download a map if you want to bring a map. This works. There are large maps in the zoo. Snap a picture of that so you have it. A little bit more green friendly. Options, you can do that. General admission, maybe you've already bought your tickets. You're pre-ticketed. Pre-ticketed, pre-ticketed, purchased already. Purple, purchased already, go in this line. Maybe, and we thank you if you are, you're a zoo member. Maybe you're a zoo member. Check it out. You're going to go in this line, even that much quicker. Boom. And membership has a lot of benefits. We need to do an episode on zoo membership benefits. One really cool thing, it's reciprocal to a lot of other zoos and aquariums across the nation. How about that? And then another line, if you need to leave for some reason, hold on to your receipt or get your hand stamped so you can zip right back in if you need to. So let's make sure you see all those one more time. Megan, can we show them? You're at the zoo. Where do I go? General admission, you're buying tickets the day of your visit. Pre-ticketed, you've purchased tickets already and you have them. Society membership, kind of self-explanatory. And then the re-entry also kind of makes sense. And again, one more time, snap that map if you want it. If you don't think you need the map as a souvenir, snap a map so you have it for your visit. Now, digital friends, I know you don't believe us when we say this sometimes, but Megan and I wanted to get some animal footage for you too for how to do the zoo. We called the alligator keeper, said, "Can we come get a video?" And they said, well, "Yeah, sure." And they said, "Were you coming down to feed to video the feeding?" And we said, "No, but we will." Keeper Audrey working with Leave, our smaller female. Keeper Melissa in the back, working with Gator Boy, the larger of the two. The training, the sticks are just target poles, by the way. The sticks are being used just to a target. You saw Gator Boy put his nose on the pole. Melissa's not using the pole for any kind of offensive measure. Audrey asking Leave to hold, open her mouth, and boom, there you go. So kind of a cool training here going on, and totally random for us. We're very excited that we got to come see this and show this with you. Looks like some chicken pieces, a piece of rat, maybe an entire rat for Leave. Melissa trying to get food to Gator Boy. There's the target, food in Gator Boy's mouth. Trying to get the other food that didn't get in his mouth. Melissa says she has 2 pieces left. There's the target, touch, there's the food. Gators are one of the first animals you can see when you come in North America, come across the bridge, turn left. You can find the gators. Again, Gator Boy is the one that Megan is showing you now that Keeper Melissa is working with back there during this feed. And you saw Audrey working with Leave. Don't have any babies, not a whole lot, no breeding going on here. It's kind of cool to be able to share a male and a female. Again, the stick coming in, the bamboo pole, just for a target. There's no kind of offensive thing going on there. That is just for Melissa to communicate with Gator Boy, or more likely Gator Boy communicating with Melissa. I'll touch the pole, I'll touch my nose to the pole, then you'll know, Melissa, that I'm ready for a treat. I'm ready for food, part of my diet. It's hard to believe they go an entire winter without eating anything. And we mimic that at the zoo. That's part of the natural history of the alligator. Don't eat during the wintertime. As the body slows down, metabolism slows down, they can't digest their food. The food would just sit in their stomachs. So feeding happens starting in March, April, May. Oh, there's a touch, and there's the food. Do we get that one? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Said chicken and rats make up a bulk of the diet. And this is one of the things you can see sometimes totally random at the zoo. There are scheduled events, and we're trying to get those to you better. But just pay attention. There might be little signs out and about, things for you to see what's going on, and check it out on your next visit to the North Carolina Zoo. Maybe you can catch a gator feed too. Hey, Megan, what should we kind of call this segment?
Picnic areas with a wonderful view.
Picnic areas with a view. I like it. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
So, digital friends, when you're coming to the zoo, we ask that you don't bring a big lunch or a big cooler into the park. You can bring some snacks if you need. that's okay, but we ask you not to bring a big lunch. However, you can have lunch at the zoo because we have several picnic areas just outside the entrance, especially at North America. We're over at Dragonfly Point right now. Solar Point is another one, and there are picnic tables in other locations as well. So, although we ask you don't bring lunch into the zoo, you can have your picnic lunch at the zoo. And as Megan just said, it is lunch with a view. Hey, digital friends, just a quick little thing to think about when you're visiting the North Carolina Zoo. It's 500 acres. It's a big place. It's a big place. When you come, take your time. This is a great example of sometimes you've got to stop, pause, listen, and look. We're over at the black bear habitat. We have designed these habitats to give the animals options, things to do, places to go. So yeah, we're encouraging you, when you come, to stop and look and listen. Don't fly by these habitats. Oh, the animals aren't out there. Look. Nope, not easy to find all the time. But when you do, success. That's kind of cool and part of the charm of the North Carolina Zoo. See it? Check it out. It's the new 50th anniversary edition of Zoo Trekker. We are so excited to be able to bring this year. Nice little banner. Whoop, 50th. It's an award-winning program. NAI, the National Association for Interpretation, gave us an award for this program. What is it? Megan's going to hold the mic so I can open the camera or open the look. Good job.
Thanks.
Y'all don't get to see Megan in front of the camera very often. Zoo Trekker, again, an activity booklet that's totally free.
Why do you get closer to the camera instead of closer to the mic?
Because I want them to see. That's totally free. How's that? Is that better?
Okay.
All right. But it's got 12 different activities within it. Complete an activity, get a stamp. Get 6 stamps, get a really cool pin. I'll come to you this time, Scott. Scott is actually being our videographer right now. How's that look?
That's pretty cool.
That's the pin. Complete 6 activities, quests. Earn the pin. I think I was loud enough. Hope y'all heard that. Zoo Trekker, English, also in Spanish. Kind of cool. And within this is a really neat 50th anniversary activity. You can tell us your vision for the zoo in words or maybe pictures. Draw one. Where do you think the zoo should be heading in the next 50 years? We have investigation stations throughout the park. These are also free, of course. Megan's going to tell you about this one because she created this. And it's all about the 50th anniversary.
So this station, again, 50th anniversary. So it's about our history and a little bit about where we're going in the future. So we've got a nice timeline here, thanks to our graphics department. Awesome teamwork here. And just going through, matching the pictures to the words on the timeline. The reason that it is at this location is because Zog was our very first permanent habitat. So we're here, zebra, ostrich, and giraffe habitat. So this is our first real location.
Yeah.
So we try to celebrate that as well. Yeah, but lovely magnetized game. So it's fun getting the kids to kind of think about where the images go, what was here first, and what's the newest bit. So, yeah.
And it's been really popular. It was a really fun idea, really fun kind of matching game, but to give a little bit of history. And you can see on the front of the station, too, is the board as well. So you can actually put the magnets on the front sometimes if you choose it that way. If somebody comes up and can't quite get to the board up here, another alternative to be able to do the activity. I think it was a really nice idea. You can see she's much more than just somebody behind the camera. She's amazing in front of the camera and creativity-wise as well. Scott, would you mind coming up and making sure people can see that board? I think it's important to show that. And I love that you shouted out graphics because they're the ones who created this.
Couldn't have done it without them.
Nope. We went to them with an idea and said, this is what we would like for it to be. Can we do something like this? And boom, this is what they created for us. And you, when you become an in-person guest to the North Carolina Zoo. The North Carolina Zoo's desert dome habitat. Meet our young female Komodo dragon. Yes, a Komodo dragon at the North Carolina Zoo. A young one. This female will stay with us and will be one of the first animals in the new Asia space. Oh, what a great shot by Megan. Thank you, Megan. That's an awesome shot. Komodo dragons can grow to be 10 feet long. Another animal that really needs some help. Not very many of them. They're only found on an island. Island existence is hard. Have a big natural disaster, population is limited. That's a tough thing. I'm not 100% sure yet if the North Carolina Zoo is going to do some cool research with them, but that wouldn't surprise me. The North Carolina Zoo makes a difference for many animals in the wild across the planet. Looks like our Komodo dragon right now is maybe 4 feet long. I'm not sure how old she is. They'll spend some time at this age up in trees. They climb into trees because, don't tell her, but other Komodo dragons might eat them if they're on the ground. Kind of a bummer. So they climb the trees where they're kind of a boss up there. And as they grow, as you see this one, they'll come back down to be more terrestrial. 10 feet long. That's as tall as a basketball hoop is high for Komodo dragons. And check out those claws. What a great shot. But I hope you get to visit our Komodo dragon in the Desert Dome next time you visit the North Carolina Zoo in person. Where are we? Asheboro, North Carolina, right smack dab in the heart of the state. Check out the tree. We're in Kid Zone. Can't miss Kid Zone. You know what this is? It's getting a hug. Happy tree. But you can't miss Kid Zone, those of you with children, when you come to North Carolina Zoo on your next in-person visit. What can you do? Well, you can build forts back there, throw cloths and other things on top of armatures, on top of like little built things already. You can do hula hoops. You can meet Joe over there. We say hi to Joe. There's activities going on the front porch from time to time. The most important part of the moment is the stream. You can play in the stream, get cool off a little bit, do some water play, see how fast your boat can come down the stream. Does it float? Does it not? What can you do? A little bit of science, technology, and engineering and math going on in the stream if you so choose. Or you just get wet. What else is in Kid Zone? There's a pollinator garden here. There's a sensory walk, which is kind of neat. Different things you can walk on to get a different feel under your feet. There's the pollinator garden, some of it. There's a dig pit. Thank you, Megan. We'll come, I guess we shouldn't forget the chalk wall, should we? This is Megan's favorite. Y'all don't know this, but she is a very good artist. Shout out to Megan. Woo woo! Chalk wall, you can paint with chalk, or, which is kind of cool, you can paint with water and it goes away. You might be able to do that at your house. Paint with water. How cool is that? Just throw some water on a wall, cool design, then evaporates. How about this? Engage with the pond as well. Might be frogs, might be tadpoles, salamanders. Yeah, there might be a snake or two in there as well. It's their home. Learn how to be here. Beautiful flowers. So again, we're in Kid Zone with North Carolina Zoo. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, thanks. Admiring the plants. And one last thing you can do in Kid, well, it's kind of like two last things when we'll go all the way down. You can do a treetop walk, go up the canopy, get up into the trees, and then just beyond that, another favorite, because, I mean, who doesn't like to make a good mud pie? Right? You can play with water, play with dirt, and create your own mud creations. A Kid Zone. So don't miss Kid Zone on your next adventure to the North Carolina Zoo. Get out and connect with nature through play. Another animal you want to make sure you see when you're visiting the North Carolina Zoo are the gorillas. Several male gorillas at the North Carolina Zoo. You can see several of them out at a time. A maximum of 5 are visible to you. These large, amazing herbivores, plant eaters. We have one large male. I challenge you to find a Musuba when you're here. Musuba, born in 1983, is our silverback male. Y'all remember what silverbacks do? What's a silverback? What's that mean when I say that? You guys remember? Digital friends, what is a silverback gorilla? Megan's giving an example of one right here. There's Mo for you. The silverback, kind of the boss, the most mature male in the group is the silverback. They live in much smaller groups than chimpanzees do. One male, a couple, 3 females, some offspring will be in the group, and that's it. And this is the animal, for those of you that recall, that SMART, that spatial monitoring and reporting tool. This is the animal that kind of kicked off that entire program. It's awesome to have them here at the North Carolina Zoo. Gorillas. Don't miss them when you're here. Boy, that's a great shot of the lion. Another animal, when you come, you've got to really take your time sometimes and look around. I mean, look at that shot that Megan has. I bet it's gorgeous. She's so good on the camera. African lion. Ha! Tricked ya! Look at that. Look at him being as majestic as he can be. Everybody say hi to Haji. He's a 4, maybe 5-year-old male. Looking very regal today. Another animal, you've got to take your time sometimes and look around. And do realize that lions, a lot like your pet cat at home, those of you that have one, like to sleep. And they're really good at it. So, yeah, I get it. We want to see the animals up and moving and doing. Sure. I understand. But for the zoo, resting and sleeping is exactly the behavior that they naturally do. So it's okay that they're resting, sleeping, and just relaxing in their gorgeous habitat here at the North Carolina Zoo. Haji. Everybody say hi. Give him a roar out. All right, digital friends, you've made it. You've done the park, had a great day at the park. End of the day, you're ready to go back. You've parked in North America, you've parked in Africa. We're going to assume you've parked in Africa. How do you get back? Well, you can walk back. Yeah, maybe not. You can jump on a tram. Those do work. Those take you back. Not a problem. Quicker way, come out the North American entrance. I know you parked in Africa. Come out the North American entrance and then find this. Walk to your right when you come out. Find this bus. And more importantly, find the banner, parking lot shuttle. We have shuttles run until the park is empty from parking lot to parking lot. One of the easiest ways at the end of your day to get back to where your car is. Ask about the parking lot shuttle. That helps a lot at the end of an amazing day at your North Carolina Zoo. So where are we now? Doing the zoo. We're up at Solar Point. It's in North America, way up the hill at North America. We haven't gone into the zoo to go to Solar Point. This is one of the picnic areas that is a rental space. Solar Point, because it does have solar panels on the roof. That's kind of nice. Yay, sustainability. Gotta love green technology. We talked about trails a moment ago. Depending on how enthusiastic you are with your walking, you can take the connector trail to the Africa parking lot. Let's say you parked in Africa. You've done the entire zoo. You've come out in North America. You say, by golly, I still have energy. Let's walk this 1 mile-ish connector trail to the Africa parking lot. So just another trail at the zoo, available to folks who don't go into the zoo, but is a way to get between the North America and the Africa parking lots. Your choice to hike it. What you got, Megan?
Just to let everybody know, when you go down this path, it might feel a little sketchy because you also have to go through a gate.
Oh, that's right.
So don't be alarmed. You're going the right way. Follow the gate. Go through the connector trail.
Excellent advice. You want to take a hike?
Sure.
Let's go. Megan, Megan, we're supposed to take a hike. You're not supposed to stay there, Megan. Megan, let's take a hike. How was that? How to do the zoo. We're at the African entrance right now. But we're ending the episode. Megan, did we do that backwards? Maybe we should have.
It worked.
It does work? Okay. All right, that'll work. So yeah, some tips for you. Hope that worked. And again, if you want to share it, please do. We'd love to get this information out there for more people to be able to enjoy and share out. One thing to remember when you come, you might want to snap a map. Take a picture of the map, download it before you come. A lot of you guys want to have a map with you, and that's an easier way to do it. Sometimes the maps are available here, sometimes they're not. I just want to make sure that you have an option to do that on your next journey to the North Carolina Zoo. Zoo Adventures today. Steve was in front of the camera today. Always good to have you with us, Megan. Thank you all very, very much. Enjoy your next visit to the zoo. Stay safe. Bye, y'all.